Habari zenu wa Kenya. Kwa majina mimi naitwa Alphonse Ogonda na mimi ndio nasema Mungu akinijalia naenda kusimama South Sea Ward 2027 ndio niweze kuleta mabadiliko katika siasa zetu kuanzia grassroots mpaka national politics. Leo sina mambo mengi ila nataka kutoa taarifa kuhusu yanayojiri katika nchi yetu. But you will allow me to speak in English so that the whole world can hear the plight of common mwananchi in Kenya. First, I want to talk about illegal arrest of politicians and people of goodwill in the Republic of Kenya in a manner to intimidate them. Why would the police arrest leaders without any charge, just to take them around the city in plain clothes and in unregistered number plates? Are you trying to tell the people of Kenya that for a man to be arrested in Kenya, it must be from posing with a vehicle from a different country? Don't we trust our people? And what is it showing in international relations? Because if Kenyans will believe that vehicles from South Sudan are used to maim them, to kill them, what will it make for someone using the same number plate in far-flung areas? What if the people start attacking such vehicles? Because if you are using number plates that are not for Kenya, for instance, the ones for Burundi, South Sudan, and South Africa, those are the most commonly used in the recent vicious attacks on our politicians. I want to tell Mr. Ruto, you cannot kill everybody who is opposed to you, but you can change their minds. You cannot kill everybody who is opposed to you because definitely you did not win elections by 100%. You got 7 million, whereas Raila ODINGA got 8 million. You cannot kill all these people who did not vote you in. The government or the Kenya belongs to all of us. We want a sober government. And this is why we are saying when power is in the hands of fools, it is as dangerous as atomic bomb. And we want to categorically request this government, if you have failed in all your agendas, you have failed to deliver for the people of Kenya, the best thing to do is sit back and wait as the world will teach you what to do. Because you cannot kill those who are innocently asking for what is right to do. A government is there to make the life of people easy. A government is there to make businesses easy. A government is there to provide for the people. But when you're a government that has based its argument and operations on the behaviors of militia groups, then you are no longer a government, but you are a terror group that has been given the powers by the people. And we want to call back our power because it was a donated power. Representative democracy, like what we have, is not a democracy where you can say the power solely belongs to you. This is a power that is donated to you, and you must use the power in accordance to our will. We are the people who donated the power to you. You must work how we want. We cannot live how you want. And I want to tell Ruto categorically, you cannot sell Kenya and expect us to watch you. You have made everything impossible. Are you trying to kill people indirectly? Are you trying to maim us indirectly? Then your style of leadership is too dictatorial. You are taking us back to where we fought seriously to overcome. This is a true replica of Moi era, where you were supposed to say yes, Mtukufu Rais, yes, all the time. Even when Mtukufu Rais was destroying the economy, you are destroying the democracy. You cannot pull us away from the global society because we belong to the global society. Kenya is a friend to the United States. Kenya is a friend to the UK. You cannot pull us away from the UK because you don't believe in their ideals. The United States believes in human rights protection. The UK believes in human rights protection. Now you are saying you are not a friend of the US and the UK so that you join dangerous countries like Iran, you are joining Iraq, you are working closely with North Korea, countries that are known for war. You are working with countries that do not regard the lives of people. This is why we are saying, as the youth of this country, we want to peel that power back to us and give it to a sober president. You are a president who has lost direction, and we have seen clearly you must be removed from power so that we can have a sane country. 2, We have seen this government against the media, is fighting the media, because this is a government of darkness, a government of murder and torture. This government is fighting media platforms because the media will expose their ills. Every blogger, every media outlet that is trying to highlight the ills you are doing, you trace with plainclothes militia and maim them. Yesterday, an innocent Kenyan who is just highlighting your deeds. There is nothing in the internet that Pauline Njoroge has posted that is false. Now, why would you arrest a woman using of a contingent of male police officers? What are you implying? This is a government that believes in rape. This government believes in murder. You cannot send someone has taken break, is in the coast to rest and connect with the people of the coast. Then you follow her silently with the militia group, Kalenjin men you have dressed in police clothes to go and murder her. We want to demand, let nothing bad happen to Pauline Njoroge, because that will cause a youth revolution. We will cause a national movement that is going to redeem our freedom that we are slowly losing in your illegitimate era. Then during demonstrations, we have realized that you want to scatter demonstrations by maiming people instead of sorting our needs. Mr. Ruto, we are not asking for too much. We are asking for low cost of living, low cost of food, low cost of electricity, low cost of gas and fuel. We are asking for low cost of medication. We are asking for low cost of school fees. Is that insane? Is that too much for a government to offer? Even the European countries you are copying, the first things they have made accessible to everybody is medication, education, housing, and cost of living. What philosophy are you using? This question I have asked many times. Ruto, which philosophy are you using? When Nyerere took over power, he said ujamaa. When Moi took over power, he said nyayo. When Kenyatta took over power, he said harambe. Which philosophy are you using so that we can understand? Is it philosophy of murder and torture? Because it is in your government that people have been buried alive in Shakahola. It is in your government that police are openly firing at innocent demonstrators who are unarmed and are not posing any threat to any business as you claim. I overheard people saying you are planning to maim people who lead people in demonstrations so that there can be no demonstrations anymore. You cannot finish demonstrations if you do not finish hunger. You must finish hunger first. In Kisumu and parts of Mathare, Kibra, places where it has been believed to be majorly inhabited by the Luo community, you have categorically and in a scheme organized your community, the Kalenjin, and you have instructed them to shoot to kill. You have taken villagers, dressed them in plain clothes, in police clothes, then given them firearms with a number of ammunition. That is why a police officer finds it very easy to shoot 9 bullets at one person, 9. That is enough to tell you that these people have a lot of bullets at their hand, at their disposal, that they are forcing them to be used. Mr. President, Luo lives matter. And if you are initiating a genocide against the Luo community, we will not allow ourselves to be finished by you and your community. We will bounce back. And when we come back, the whole nation will stand waiting for us, the Luo, to finish with you, the Kalenjins. Because that is very sad. I watched in horror a boy who was sick and was sleeping in his mother's hut in Nyalenda in Kisumu. A contingent of police officers descended on that sick boy and clobbered him seriously, then turned the gun at the boy and shot him 9 times. What kind of a leadership are you trying to show us? And we want the international community to come with the spirit, because if we cannot have protection from the government, then we will arm ourselves and defend ourselves. In 1969, there was a Luo massacre. In 2023 again, there is another Luo massacre. Are we unwanted in this country? And if you are not unwanted in the whole Kenya, then this is the time to divide Kenya, where Kisumu and the 4 Luo inhabited counties should form a country. Because we can form a country and get governed by our own people who will not torture us. Rwanda is a very small country, but with peace because they have decided to work as a community. This is the high time, Raila Amolo Odinga, if this government will continue killing us when you are still alive, let us make a self-determination. We want to have our own country so that we can save our lives. We cannot be the guinea pigs against which these governments are using to warn other communities against demonstration. We cannot say that the constitution is good, but when we exercise the aspects of the constitution, we are getting butchered and murdered. Lastly, Mr. Ruto, Mr. Gachagua, you cannot convince any fool that Maina Njenga, who is a friend of the Azimio, can sponsor murder against demonstrators who are inclined to Azimio. That is daylight falls, and we cannot accept. And if Gachagua has something to do with Maina Njenga, do it at your personal level. Don't bring it into the national stage. Because we know Maina Njenga is so popular than Gachagua. He's so smart than Gachagua. And that's why Gachagua wants to eliminate him politically. Political assassinations. The last political assassination we expected was to be in 2015 when you butchered and murdered Jacob Zuma. We do not expect any further political assassination. And if that is the route Gachagua has chosen, then he's not fit for that office, just like his boss, Mr. Ruto. We want justice for all. If we are asking for food, give us food, don't give us bullets. If you are asking for medication, don't give us bullets, give us medicine. If you are asking for houses, don't butcher us. Don't send special groups to kill us. Give us housing. And we are not going to stop the kind of intimidation you are doing at people's gathering areas like Jacaranda. We have always said, as enshrined in the Constitution, Article 37, Chapter 4, Section C, we have the rights to peaceably assemble, picket, demonstrate. So you cannot convince us that we cannot have those rights only on paper, but we cannot practicate them. We will continue to gather, and if you choose to kill us, ensure you kill everybody so that you expect no opposition. Ruto said he wanted a strong opposition, and we, the people who voted for opposition, we are giving him a run for his money. We are paying him in his own coins. So he cannot convince us that on one side of the mouth, he wants a strong opposition, and on the other side of the mouth, he is killing the same opposition through bullets. We are not going to accept it. Your intimidation is not going to succeed, because we have accepted that you will kill as many as possible, but the remaining few will soldier on, and we will reach our destiny. You cannot sit on our heads. You cannot sit on our fortunes. You cannot steal our future by force and expect us to clap for you. That one is a big no, and it's a no-no. We want to ask Moses Kuria to go for medication, for mental checkup, because some speeches he makes are very reckless. He said Raila would die on 19th and be buried on 29th. Raila has not died. So I don't know if he's going to die instead of Raila. Such kind of statements are very inflammatory. And people like Kuria is a mad person. I don't know how Ruto decided to select only mad people in his government. Cherargei is a mad person. All people in government are mad. So you are wondering, how many mad people can rule sober people? Finally, Mr. Ruto, if you want to inherit people whose husbands left, please do so instead of frustrating them. I have seen you withdrawing security of Kenyan First Lady, our whole First Lady. Our whole First Lady, you withdraw security. That is not done in any part of the country. Even the countries you are borrowing from are not doing. We saw you harassing the son of the former president. I think that is, you have become a kid once again. Because that is, vengeance is left for fools and cowardice people. Kama kuna issue, kama siku hizi umekuwa gay, unataka kijana ya Uhuru Kenyatta, enda pigia yeye simu, mkutane mahali, mumalize maneno yenu. Badala kuenda kuvamia boma ya mtu. Unavamia boma ya kijana mdogo, rika ya kijana yako, ati umeenda kuvamia ati kuna bunduki. Na wewe mwenyewe uko na bunduki nyingi sana. Umepea mpaka Wakalenjin wakuja waue Wajaluo. Sisi hatuwezi uliwa na Wakalenjin. Na kama watazidi kutuua, sisi wote as a community we shall mobilize all our people. Kila mtu atoke nje na rungu, panga, umbwa, baiskeli, punda, kila kitu iende barabarani. Tupiganie haki yetu. Tujilinde kama jamii. Hatuwezi kubali kukufa tukiangalia. Ni hayo tu kwa leo. Vile nilisema, mimi ni jeshi mkubwa wa baba Raila Amolo Odinga number 1155, jeshi ya Martha Karua number 6, jeshi ya Babu Owino number 5, na jeshi ya Eugene Wamalwa number 8. Asanteni sana. God bless you.